I'm Jordan Belfort, and this is Sales School. All right, short message from my number one sponsor, NetSuite. Here's the deal. If you're a business owner, you don't need them, NetSuite, to tell you it's tough to run a business, because it is, right? We all know that. Don't let QuickBooks and spreadsheets slow you down anymore. Now is the time to upgrade to NetSuite by Oracle. They're the world's number one cloud-based business system. They give you the visibility and control over your financials, HR, inventory, e-commerce, and more. You want to join over 24,000 companies using NetSuite right now. So schedule a free product tour now at netsuite.com/school. That's netsuite.com/school. So what I want to do right now is I'm going to use a throwback footage of some really great stuff I said at a live event that dealt with the pain threshold. Sometimes when I'm in front of people and I can just, get on a topic and get in a riff here. So cut to the live footage right now about, this is what corresponds to your lesson, I believe lesson 4 of this module, lesson, all right? Pain threshold. Let's cut to the live footage right now, and I will see you on the other side.
Element number 5 is incredibly powerful, and it's called the pain threshold. Pain threshold. Let me tell you what this means. People tend to buy when they're feeling pain. If they're in pain about something, they buy much more readily if they're not in pain. My father, very hard to sell to. Of all things he loved his car the most. His car, he thought it was a person, a living human being. He loved his car. Only Jimmy from Sunoco could fix his car. He would never go to another mechanic, ever. He was loyal to his mechanic. He's loyal to his shoe shine guy. He's loyal to his dry cleaner. Very high action threshold people are very loyal to their people, their providers. They know to switch. So my father loved his car. He would never let anybody touch his car to fix his car. One day, we were on a family vacation, 250 miles from home, and the radiator busted. And smoke started coming out of the hood. Guess what he did? He went to the first gas station he could find and found any mechanic who would fix it. His barriers to taking action they go through his action threshold goes flying down in the face of intense pain. Of his family being caught out in the cold, not being able to get home, vacation being ruined. So what that does is what's happening here. It's essentially altering the movie he runs. When you're in pain, he starts to say, what's the worst that can happen here? And here's a negative, almost a negative effect. If I don't, I'm stuck outside. It spurs him on to take action. So it's lowering his action threshold. What we do with the straight line is we actively, in the beginning of the conversation, while we're gathering intelligence, we want to ferret out and understand where their pain is. Find out where someone's pain is. And I'll explain how tomorrow with the actual questions that we ask. There are certain questions that we ask to dig out where someone's pain is. And if necessary, we amplify it. We amplify it elegantly. Not so they hate us, they still like you, and still report, but they make sure they understand what their problems are. And then at the end, if someone is very close to buying, but they still won't say yes, and you've got them really, really certain, you've gotten them through language, through your presentation, really certain about the 310s, and you've lowered the action threshold, and they're still not buying, we then will add on pain. And when we add on pain, it also serves to reduce their action threshold. And you jump through that window. And when I say jump through the window, it means you ask for the order. Then again, with the action threshold lowered by adding on pain, and people really start to buy.
All right, you're back. That was awesome stuff, right? Listen, remember this one thing, that in the absence of pain, people will tend to only buy when something is just a perfect fit. That's the story. When someone's in pain, you remember from lesson 4, right? My dad with his car, he pulled into the first gas station he could find and gets his car fixed. That's what pain does, all right? So let's go out there. Come on, guys. You're rounding out the end of week 1 here. You're starting to really lock down those first, the 5 core elements, right? The next module is going to be on unconscious communication, tonality, buy, sell. We're making huge progress. Rock and roll, and we'll talk again tomorrow.